Now we're going to head over to our friend Andy Mattingly, get some financial tips for the new year.
Right, with our Smart Money Minute, which of course we all need. I know I want to save some more money this year.
Don't we all?
Good morning.
Exactly.
Hi. Thank you. Thank
Hi,
you so
Andy.
much. Yeah.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good.
So we're talking about some of the top tips for the new year for saving money.
Yes.
I need to listen. I always say that.
Tell us what are some of the highlights from 2021 that we can carry over into 2022?
Yeah, so some of the things that people did in 2021 that helped them have a really good year was that they were really smart about shopping, trying to find ways to save money. They made sure that they didn't live beyond their means, so they didn't use their credit card. So those were some of the important things that people did, to kind of make 2021 better. And if you go back and talk to those people, or as they filled out some of the survey and information, those are the things that made life easier for people.
Nice. So we're seeing some of those top decisions here on the screen. All things that I'm trying to drive home myself.
Really trying to memorize this so I can spend less money. What are some habits from this year on the top 10 list that are so easy to implement?
Well, one of them is just paying your bills on time. That's just, for a lot of people, they have the money to pay. They just don't get in the habit of making sure they pay them on time. And that can save you a lot of money. Your electric bill and all those things, they charge you $5, $7, $8 a month. You don't realize it. So it's one of the great ways that you can save a lot of money. The other one is just looking at some of the things. We all are chasing the next, series that we need to watch on some streaming service, and we keep adding, and we forget to get rid of the ones that we're no longer watching. So just kind of look back at your expenses, get rid of some of those things, and then anything you're not using, like if you're not going to the gym, even though you maybe made that resolution this year, if you're not going to, then get rid of the gym membership and do something that's really going to help you get where you're going to be, but don't spend money that you don't need to.
Oh, these are great tips. Okay, you touched on something that I actually debate with about my husband. I always have things directly taken out, all the bills just automatically, so I don't have to think about it. But then he's like, well, then you don't look at it and you don't see if they mess something else. I need you to weigh in on this, Andy. What are your thoughts?
So this is my personal preference.
Okay.
I like that you have it automatically taken out so you don't have any. But I like to use bill pay. So I see the bills, but I automatically set it up way ahead of time. So for a compromise, you could do that. But the other thing is that if you automatically have it come out, it's just looking at the bills, when you see it to make sure. And it's not everything. Like, your electric bill is your electric bill. So if you have to automatically come out, I don't think you need to look at it. They're not going to add something else on. But, if your credit card bill or something else, you may want to review that. Because that's so you want to make sure that you look for fraud. The other thing you can do, but maybe you won't want to do this, I know my wife doesn't like this, is that I set up alerts on our credit card so I can look for fraud, and she's like, I think you're just tracking how I spend my money. I'm like, no, it's about making sure that we don't pay so I don't have to look at it. I see it every day, what's going on.
Is it like where it hits a certain amount and it's like, oh, this was over $100?
No, it's like anything that's charged.
Okay, anything.
You get everything.
I get everything.
Oh, I don't
It's
like
like, was that you? Yes, it was.
How can Forum help people use many of these habits in 2022?
Well, we have a program we call a financial wellness check. So if you come in and talk with one of my teammates, we run a credit report, we kind of look at what you're doing with budget, and we try to find ways to help you either save or pay off bills and try to get you in the right direction and try to set up things. So if you have your account with us, we'll tell you to set up the alerts and help you set up bill pay or set up the automatic payment. So we're going to try to help you accomplish a lot of these top 10 really easy things to do to make 2022 better for you.
Yeah, and let's remind people again, if you want to talk to Andy, it's really easy to get in touch with you guys.
Yeah, you can just come out to forumcu.com. You can set an appointment, visit any of our branches, or if you don't want to come in, we'll set an appointment and talk to you over the phone. I have a lot of wonderful teammates that do this every day.
Andy, thank you so much.
Thank you. So helpful.
I appreciate the compromise you came up with. I'm going to use that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Me too.
Hey, still to come here on Indy Now. Now you see this card. Now you don't. Okay, Kerrigan.
It's right there.
I'm sorry, that was awful. We're going to leave the magic to John Mobley. He's coming up right after this.
Yeah, Indy Now will be right back. Stay with us. It should be fun. The card's literally